Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. We've been doing a lot of vegan dishes. Today we're going to do another chicken dish. And this is a dish that so many people love. As you can see, we're going to do the curry chicken. Curry chicken by itself is Caribbean, but we have adopted in Africa and given it our own spin. Curry chicken is also Indian, and these countries actually grow the curry. So they actually use the curry leaf and they make the curry powder that the rest of the world uses. So in Africa, curry powder would be an import. So we use curry very, very sparingly. So our curry chicken is not about the curry, it's about the stew itself. So curry is just going to be one of the seasonings that are in the stew. So you're not going to see an African make a curry chicken that is purely yellow or like the curry itself. It's going to have a different shade because we don't do too much of curry in our stews. Our stews are basically tomato based. So when I say tomato based, what do we remember? Our tomato base that we made in another video. Also, to give it flavor to the stew, we're going to add our herbs because like we said, food is about herbs. The stew is going to be about herbs. The taste is going to be about the herbs and the seasonings that we put in the stew. Now, I've cut and washed and seasoned my chicken. I use the complete seasoning, of course, and I use the Mami Doro chicken seasoning. The Mami Doro chicken seasoning has, again, several herbs that are not in the complete seasoning. The complete seasoning does have some of the herbs and the salt, so I'm not going to be adding any more salt. I'm just going to depend on the salt that comes with this. And what is peculiar about Mami Doro seasoning is what? Salt-free. So if you don't use salt at all, do not use the complete seasoning. You can use the Mami Doro seasoning and your own alternative salt. So I put a little bit of Mami Doro seasoning. That's our own Motherland Kitchen seasoning for chicken that you can find on motherlandspices.com. And I put a little bit of this. And for best results, I always tell people, season your chicken a day or two in advance. It makes all the difference. So once you season that chicken a day or two in advance and you cook it, it tastes totally different from when you just bring it from the store and put it in the pot and start cooking. Because the seasoning did not really sap into the meat. So this is pre-washed, pre-seasoned chicken. So we'll just go ahead and look at the 2-3 steps that we use to make curry chicken at Motherland Kitchen. So step number 1, I'm going to put the chicken in the pot. I'll turn on the stove. These have already been used. I marinated the chicken already. So I'm going to put a little bit of the green herb sauce. Not much. And if you use seasoning cubes, go ahead and add your seasoning cubes. I don't use seasoning cubes, so you can add your seasoning cube at this time and then add your curry. Now, how much curry you put depends on how you want it to be curried. If you want a lot of curry, go ahead and put it. But like I say, our curry chicken is not about the curry, it's about the stew itself. Now I'll add just a dab of cooking oil. Little bit of oil, just a little bit of oil. Make sure it's already yellow from the curry. But like I say, our curry chicken is not about the curry, it's about the stew itself, which comes from the tomato base. So now I'm going to add my tomato base sauce. And because the chicken is frozen, it has its own juice. It has the water in it. We're not going to put too much water in the stew because the chicken is frozen. As soon as it heats up, it's going to start letting out its own juice. So you don't want it to be too watery. So you let it heat up and let its own juice out and add just a little bit of water to cook the chicken. So let it cook. And that's it. Curry chicken will be ready in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Was that easy or what? Simple. Cut your chicken, wash your chicken, season your chicken with whatever seasoning you love. Here at Motherland, we use the Mamidoro chicken seasoning and the complete seasoning, which is salt base. So we don't add any more salt to the stew. Then we put a little bit of the green herb sauce for flavor again, because herbs give you flavor. And we put the tomato base to give that thickener and also to bring down the curry. And we add the curry because the dish is called curry chicken stew. Once it cooks and the chicken is cooked and everything is ready, that's curry chicken for you. Easy, very easy. Why? Because our tomato-based sauce was already made. Our green herb sauce was already made. So we're not going to be waiting for them to cook. We're only waiting for the chicken to cook because everything else was done in advance. So once the chicken cooks, your curry chicken is ready. So let's wait and see how it looks when it comes out. And again, remember, don't put in too much water because the chicken is frozen. It has water in it. As soon as it heats up, it is going to start letting out its own juice. So if you add too much, all I added to this was half a cup of water. If you add too much water, then the stew becomes too watery and you lose on the taste. You don't want that. So add just enough water to help the chicken to heat up and let its own juice out, and then cook. Once it cooks and the water dries up, your curry chicken is ready. Okay, our chicken has been cooking for about 30 plus minutes. The key here to remember is do not add water when you're making your chicken. Add just a little bit once you put in all the seasonings and the curry and everything and mix up, so that the water you put a little bit heats up and starts helping the chicken to release its own juice. Frozen chicken has a lot of water. If you add more water, the sauce is going to be watery and you lose out on all the flavors that you put to make your stew. So remember that. Don't put too much water. This chicken, this is about 4 pounds of chicken. I put just half a cup of water and all the sauces and all the seasonings that I put in the chicken. And it's taken 30 something minutes. And the stew is thick enough for me to pair it with something, maybe some fufu to eat with. So again, curry chicken, easy. You have your base made, your green herb base, your tomato base, and your seasonings, and your curry. That's all you need to make your curry chicken. Now let's see how we'll pair this up and enjoy. I have some corn fufu here. I'll put my curry chicken there. So this is corn fufu, 3 greens, and curry chicken stew. Now, if you're vegan, you just do your corn fufu and your 3 greens, you will be happy. But if you eat meat, you will also be happy to eat your corn fufu, your 3 greens, and your curry chicken stew. There's so many other starches that you can pair your curry chicken with. We did jollof rice already, so you can do your jollof rice and pair it with your curry chicken. And there are other fufus as well. Down the road, I'll show you how to make fufu. Several different fufus that you can eat with curry chicken. You can eat it with plantains. You can eat it with red beans and rice. I'll also show you how to make that. So, enjoy and let us know how it works for you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.